We got another video planned for the F-250 that we were working on because someone...
Who is it?
Someone might have broke it.
I didn't break anything. The bolt came loose. I retorqued it up. So the bolt broke on the bottom lower ball joint on the passenger side. I retightened her up, so she's good to rock down the road right now, but I'm definitely going to take it back apart and Loctite it. That bolt's come loose before, when I've done it previously. No matter what torque spec you use and all the information you can say, they're like, do this, do that, that. It's all wrong. You send it on with Red Loctite and some Ugga-Duggas, and it won't come loose. And then you're good. So we're doing that later this week.
Might as well just spot weld the bolt.
I'm about to at this point.
Dude, I mean...
Red Loctite with Ugga-Duggas.
And people are going to say in the comments, never use Red Loctite, you're never going to be able to get it off. I hate to be the guy that has to take it off next. Well, guess what? It's going to be me, so I don't care. I love fucking my future self.
He doesn't have second owners of his cars and trucks.
They never make it.
They never make it the second owner. It's like we said earlier, the 450's in the shop.
It was that was a Ford problem.
Yeah, the 450 was...
That's not my issue, that's a Ford issue.
I mean...
If it was something that I never even touched before, it's not my issue.
I mean, it's kind of your issue.
Maybe you knocked it.
It is my issue. It's my wallet that's hurting, but it's not because I did.
Play the video of him in a field doing donuts.
Yeah, cue it up. Cue up that turn we just took at Mach Piss 90.
Mach Piss 90. Oh, I saw a house over here.
You guys are just pansies.
It was terrible.
No, so you are...
Also,
I will say
that's wrong with this truck, ready? Both turn signals work perfectly fine, but it won't stop doing that.
Going fast.
It won't stop acting like it's going out?
Yeah, but everything's working. I put all new light bulbs and everything. I went through the whole
Well,
wiring harness toggle.
So I will say, Josh, you are a good mechanic in that you do know how to do things, but
electrical is not fucking
not even electrical. You're just kind of an idiot in the fact that you drive like this, but then
I drive like this all the time. I only drive like this with friends.
But
it's comical relief.
Yeah, but you also aren't the most like, oh, this needs to be at this torque setting. Oh, this needs to be done.
Actually, what I heard from a
Ugga-Dugga
certified
everything.
diesel mechanic is there's no torque specs for anything unless it's engine or trans related.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Anything else, suspension components, anything else you send down with impacts so they don't come.
Was that on a truck though?
On anything, yeah.
That's not true. That's not true for cars.
Okay, well, trucks at least, you just send it on.
I
There's
still
no
don't
torque
think
specs.
that's true.
It is 100% true. If you don't, if you do the torque spec, it comes loose.
I still think
You're
you're
driving
wrong
under
about
the speed limit.
the torque thing, but...
Well, apparently not, because I torqued it to spec, it came loose. I send it out with an impact, it never comes loose. Even when we're trying to take it apart.
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
Well, so today we're back working on
Too shitty.
this stupid truck. Go ahead, Josh, explain what's going on here.
I torqued it all to spec. Lower ball joint came loose a couple days ago. I retightened it at my buddy's shop, but I want to take it all apart and actually like put Loctite on it because it keeps coming loose. So we're gonna have to pull her in. And I got Red Loctite, this bitch ain't coming off, and a new axle seal because when you pull the axle out to get to that bottom nut the right way, you need a new...
Open it.
You need a new axle seal because these get absolutely destroyed taking them out. But for only 50 bucks, it ain't too bad. The thread locker was just as much as the...
I was told that this job will take an hour.
Just about. It should be fucking easy.
We're interrupting...
I've taken apart this front end so many times now. It should go quite easily.
We're interrupting my car now to do this, so...
It'll buff.
If it doesn't take an hour...
Your car doesn't make you money, that makes me money, so we gotta prioritize things sometimes.
But if it doesn't take an hour, then I'm leaving within an hour and a half.
Yep.
You have an hour and a half at max.
Yeah. No, it
So-
should be cake. So, let's get her all pulled in here and jacked up.
Gonna get it in, jacked up, and start working on it. All right, so we got the wheel off over here and the brake caliper and brake rotor as well. Now we just gotta
take off these 3 hex or Torx heads to pull this, whatever the fuck that's called, and then 4-wheel drive hub. And then we gotta take off the 4 bolts that hold on the hub, take off this Torx head that holds on the ABS sensor, pull that out, straighten the wheel, pull the C-clip out. The C-clip out inside here, or snap ring, not C-clip, snap ring off in here, slide the axle out, take off the old seal, put the new seal on, tighten this bolt down here. This is the lower ball joint with some thread locker, and then reassemble. And it should be.
So we're kind of cruising. It's only been, how long has it been?
Like 8 minutes.
No, it's been, since I got here, it's been 20 minutes. So
that's not bad
we're
for
cruising.
Pulling the truck in.
No, we're cruising. Yeah. All right, so we found something quite interesting here.
So I pulled the 4-wheel drive hub off. This is the snap ring that's supposed to be all the way back in here, and it is not. So
how could that have happened?
It wasn't on all the way.
And did we do that?
I did. I was the one that put all this back together. Don't know how. I've actually never had that happen before, ever. So it's just par on course for this truck. But on the bright side, everything's greased, so nothing got in here. It's not rusty or nothing. I mean, you know, that's just flat out grease. So, all right, well, keep taking her apart and see what else fucked up shit we can find.
All right, so we got the wheel hub out pretty quick. Came out with almost no problems because it was just out. And then we took the axle out as well pretty quickly. And here's the, I will say old, but it's not really an old seal. So yeah, we got it out pretty quick. Record time for this guy right here.
It tells you either I've gotten, it's a bad thing that I can get these out in such a quick amount of time because that means I've done it way too much. But
part of me also just thinks this truck is
a POS.
Cursed. Yeah, it's also cursed and a POS.
They really think this truck has gremlins against me.
I mean,
which is crazy because all I do is try to take care of it. Now, it could be that this truck was owned by a grandpa and was super well taken care of when I bought it 3 years ago. And I've beat the absolute piss out of it.
Yeah, it is a work truck, so I mean, it's going to have problems and be gross. And
not these many fucking problems.
Yeah, well, it's still going to be beat up and just used because, again, work truck, it's not like a daily driver that's taken care of all the time and washed once a week and it's used. But yeah, it's not a daily driver that's babied and a garage pavement princess.
Even my 450 that I take care of like a daily, it still has its issues.
Well, that's just because it's a Ford.
I don't necessarily. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real here. All trucks have their issues, and everyone knows it. Everyone's like, "Oh, Ford has this." Guess what? No, actually, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Never mind.
I still think Dodge has the best diesel engine, Cummins. Ford has the best transmission, Tremec, and Chevy is like the happy medium. Like it's got both.
No, Chevy's the best. Chevy, I will fully admit this, and I'm a Ford guy. Chevy has less issues than Ford, but Chevy also has a bunch of issues. But not as bad as Ford. If you're gonna go buy a work truck, I mean, I'm a Ford guy, so I'm gonna tell you to go buy an F-250 XL with no issues. But if you're gonna have a fleet, like I know a guy that has a fleet of Chevys, and he has to work on them from here and there, but not as many times as I've had to work on this.
Chevys are bulletproof, in my opinion. Like my Silverado is literally a tank. Like it can just run.
Just had a bunch of rust on it, so you take your good old sanding disc on your grinder, and you don't want to bevel it so it has a round. You want it to be somewhat flat. Now this has been done a couple times, so it's not the greatest, and it's gonna need a new knuckle within the next 5 years. But if you can just clean it up a little bit so that seal set's just a little better, you're better off than just leaving it how it was. So you just take your grinder, headphone users, and you just clean up the surface of it and knock out all the burrs and rust and all the other stuff off.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but you can let us know
there's
in the comments.
definitely there's definitely better ways. I'm not saying that's the holy grail best way to do it.
Again, I'm a car guy. Everything I do is quote unquote delicate to him and quote unquote precision, and
I'm not.
I think it's just normal. I would say craftsmanship, but more mechanicsmanship. I don't know, but yeah, everything on a car is like, to me, the way I work on cars is like precision, delicate to him, and
way too delicate. He didn't use power tools at all yesterday.
well, that's because it's an aluminum block, and I can't afford to strip it. So
I know.
So yeah, I'm very overcautious. He is very much not cautious. Which
No, I got big sockets and a big impact gun for a reason.
it's a good happy medium sometimes, because sometimes you need someone to push them to, hey, just get it done and let her rip. And then other times you need me that's like, maybe we should take it easy on this one and not fuck this one up. But so, but yeah, so we're getting this done here. And it's almost out. So now we can crank her down and put the new seal on and put it all back together. Getting ready to put the new bolt back on here, and he's got the Red Loctite. Is this a controversial statement, Josh?
Oh, 100%. I'm royally gonna fuck myself the next time I have to do this. But that is a next year problem. Because there's absolutely no room.
God, I can't wait. I can't wait to get that call.
What do you mean? It's gonna be another video.
Hey, come work on my truck again. Come work on my truck again. Oh, okay, cool. 2 hours into a project, and we got fucking...
Well, because you can't get an impact in here. But these ball joints are good for a long time. I got kryptonite ball joints. They're really good ball joints. Luckily, I caught this before I destroyed the ball joint. Like, she's tight. We're good. But you can't get an impact in here, so you have this much room to get a breaker bar in. I'm tired of it coming loose. I'm pretty sure that's how the old one got so bad, because it came loose and I didn't check. I didn't find it enough time before the ball joint detonated. So we're putting some Red Loctite, not a bunch, just enough so it doesn't vibrate loose again. We've rechecked everything else on the suspension. It's all torqued.
Oh yeah, this is all the new stuff right here. So like the...
I do got to put Loctite on this though, unless it tightened up. Yeah, it did tighten up.
So this is the drag link assembly.
Yes.
This is the
Tie rod assembly.
tie rod assembly, and then got the new
Bilstein.
Oh, you said it right. Bilstein shocks right there.
Yep, torque those up all nicely.
Yeah, do you remember to torque that one like I told you to?
I did it yesterday, or a couple days ago.
He was
I got
driving it for a couple days.
them mixed up from what you said.
Yeah, he got the wrong side mixed. Like, he torqued the side that we had already torqued and didn't torque the one we told him to torque. So
Oh yeah,
he was
look
driving
at this.
without it torqued for a little while, but it'll buff.
Oh yeah, look at all that Red Loctite just in there ready to fuck me next time I take this thing apart.
Oh yeah.
Red Loctite.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna come off. You know it's not gonna come off when you have that nice like bead along the whole top of it.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
It's absolutely not. This thing's gonna be terrible. One more for good luck.
Anyways, it's back on.
Tap this a couple times with the hammer. Because sometimes it'll vibrate that cone loose just a little bit so you can get another little... Nope, she's tight.
Yep, she's good to go. So now we're just gonna...
All time for reassembly.
Yeah, now we're gonna put everything back together and then back to working on my car, thank God.
All right,
So we're back to reassembly here. Got
need to put in the hub still. Well, it's slid in. We just need to hammer her home.
Yeah, and we got the axle back in and everything. So now we're just putting, like you said, putting the hub back in, and then it's brake,
Then snap
rotors.
ring.
Well, snap ring, yeah, and then rotor, caliper, kaput.
Yep, that's all done.
Rotor, caliper, kaput.
Yep, and I have the fact that how quickly we are getting this done
Yeah,
It has finally solidified in my mind. I've done this way too many times, and I'm tired of
it's
Ford
been
front
30
ends.
minutes, so it's 11. We gotta get to getting.
Okay.
All right, so we are officially done with the replacement of that.
I'd say without filming, sub under an hour.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. It actually didn't take that long, and we're done. So thank you for watching, and next video is going to be back on the STI. We'll see you.